Have you ever seen a phone like this? A phone that is supposed to be a phone but feels like a tablet. A phone this big. Alright, you probably don't understand what I mean. This is my phone. And there you go. This is this phone right here. This is so unfair, but this is meant to be a phone. Welcome to the Ulefone Power Armor 13. The phone we'll be reviewing today and unboxing in this video. Right, for those who are wondering what this phone is all about, it's the Ulefone Power Armor 13. As you can see right here, available at www.ulefone.com. And in this video, we'll be reviewing it completely. But as we always do, guys, let's tell you what the manufacturer thinks about this device. This device has a camera quality front camera of 16 megapixels, and the back camera, the rear view camera, is 48 megapixels. It does have a memory capacity of 256 gigabytes, while the RAM is 8 gigs. The battery life is amazing, guys. Based on the manufacturer specification, it is 13,200 milliampere hour, and it does have functions like the fingerprint and unlock. As you can see right here, it's got the NFC, Google Play, it's powered by Android 11, it's got 15W wireless charging. It also has a very wide screen for those who are seeking to enjoy like videos on their screen. This is going to be a phone for you, we would expect. But like we always say, guys, this is not the end of it. There is more inside, which is why we're doing this review today. Alright, so let's see what lies in this pack. Before we go into the pack, let's talk about the packaging. As always, guys, this is about the fifth, I believe, Ulefone we're reviewing on this channel. As you can see right here, it does have a very huge pack. The pack is covered by some polythene material, as you can see right here, protecting the box inside, which is okay. I would say the Ulefone is known for very simple packaging, which I appreciate. As we always say, the less packaging, the more the recyclables. Okay, so guys, let's go into this pack and have a look at what this is all about. By the way, looking at this phone right now, this weighs almost a kilogram, I must confess. But let's see what lies inside of it. Okay, so the very first thing we'll do is we'll borrow my knife and we'll open up this pack. This way, and this way. Okay, open this up this way. Make a little tear here, make a tear this way, and open it from the side. Tear this open. Alright, guys, I have a very old school way of opening stuff. Yeah, don't do what I do. Alright, make sure you do open yours in the more respectable fashion. My fashion is quite old, I must confess. Okay, so let's open this way. And this way, and boom, that's the Ulefone Power Armor 13. That's the phone right there. Okay, so there you go. Right, so as you can see right here, that's the Ulefone. It's now this is the actual box covering of the phone, packaging of the phone. So this is how we unbox it. This way, boom. Yes, that's the Ulefone Power Armor 13. Guys, before we go further, guys, this phone is going to be, is known for its very high battery life, which can last for about 600 hours on standby and about 32 or even more hours while talking on the phone. So this is fantastic, I would say, for people who are going to regions where there's poor power supply, there's power outage and all that. This phone could be a very good phone to support you there. I would say this is a very good phone for backup purposes. Let's say you have this phone and have another phone. That phone can be like for regular use while this one stays there in case of emergency. That is the reason why I feel this phone is very useful for people who are going to such areas where there is power outage. Okay, so this is going to be an amazing unboxing. Alright, today, let's see what lies in this pack. Right, let's begin from here. This is, normally we find that there is an envelope that lies at the top. And this is going to be the same for this phone, the Ulefone Power Armor 13. Alright, Right. And before we go further, guys, people are wondering how much is this phone? What's the cost of this phone? I will tell you in a second. Now, for all the make and feel of this phone is worth $559.99 Canadian. So just in case you're thinking about buying the phone is going. The link is going to be in the description for you to purchase. Before then, guys, let's know exactly if it's a good fit for you, because you need to know what's inside the pack, how it feels, how it comes on, what you see. Has it got apps in it? Is it fast? What's the RAM like? How does it feel like? Right, so that's the reason why I'm doing this on this review today. This is an envelope that comes with the in the pack, and we open it this way. As you can see right here, it's branded Ulefone. Open it this way. I'm going step by step because I want to show you everything we're doing, so you know as well when you have bought a fake product, because there are many fakes in the market today. I don't want you to go and get something that you don't like, that you didn't mean to get, right? A Ulefone, that is not a Ulefone. Okay, so this is the envelope, and it opens up into this. As you can see right here, these are the different manuals. It's safety prompt card, the phone charging instructions, then this is the warranty card, and this is the Power Armor 13 user manual, the Ulefone Power Armor user manual. Good. So as you can see right here, these are all meant for the user, and I expect you to read all this before you start to use your Ulefone if you don't want to run into problems. I must say to you, right, it's impressive, guys, because this phone is actually an underwater phone as well. You're able to use the phone inside water to take pictures. You can see here underwater camera. So fantastic. This is like a magnificent, list of features, sort of. Yeah. So guys, I don't read this in my videos because it takes a lot of time to read. I don't want to bore you with all this, but I'll say to you, go and make sure that you read this. It tells you exactly how to use the phone and enjoy it. Like as we saw here, the underwater feature wasn't on the pack, but going into the manual, I could see that it did have the underwater camera feature, which is why I expected to read these leaflets here, manuals, and all the safety ground card, and all these right here. So, right, we'll put this back in the envelope, this box, and we'll put it back to how we found it. Okay. So now out of the way. Right, so let's go on with the review. There we go. Now it comes as well with a tempered glass or screen protector. As you can see right here, it does come with this, and I would say amazing. Ulefone is trying to protect or help the user protect the phone so it lasts even longer. Now you know that this phone is a rugged phone. It has the ability to withstand pressure. When it falls, it doesn't crack, it's protected. And one of the reasons is because of this, right? This does protect the screen, so make sure you use this when you buy yours, okay? So this is also one thing that comes in the pack. This little pin here, as you can see right here, this is used for what I'm going to show you in a second or two. Right, so let's clear the surface. And we have the Ulefone, as you can see right, Ulefone Power Armor 13. It's got a battery life of 13,200 milliampere hours. It's got a screen display size here of 6.81 inches. It's got a front camera of 16 megapixels and a back camera of 48 megapixels. And also it's got all these other functions powered by Google Android 11, which is fantastic, I say. Right, so before we go into talking about more of the features, let's see what lies in the box. It comes here with a notice here. It says here what to do if your Ulefone handset is compatible with your carrier. Okay, it's incompatible with your carrier. Okay, this is like what you have to do. It tells you what to do here. So right, so the thing is, these phones are designed in a way that sometimes you find that some SIM cards don't like the phones, and they don't connect when they're in these phones. So it tells you here what to do, so make sure you read this notice very well. take it seriously, because it will help you eventually if you have this kind of problem. All right, so I can see so far that the Ulefone, you know, as a brand, they are sort of careful and intentional manufacturers, trying to give you, you know, what you require to use their phones efficiently, which is one thing that I think every manufacturer should be doing, regardless of how old you are in the market, or the name, or how strong your name, or how sort of not strong, how weighty, you know, if I might say that, how weighty you think your brand is in the market. You need to make sure that you provide your users with everything they need to use the device. Right, so here we have the pack here. I have a little bit of a flat surface right here, a black flat surface. We have to open this to reveal what is underneath. Yes, underneath here you can see we have the Ulefone Power Armor 13 charger and USB cable. Here's a charger, a 2-pin plug charger, right here. Right here, looks really good and looks strong and firm. And here we have a cable. This cable is the data cable, right? For sort of transfer of stuff. And it's rather, this is more like the power cable. Sorry, the power cable. So this fits into this, okay, and this fits into. So this fits into this, and it fits into your phone, and it charges, right? So it's not data; it's the power cable. All right. So this here is going to be our data cable right here. So you plug this into your phone, and this end goes into your USB, and you can access files which are in your USB, and you can transfer files from your phone to your USB through your USB into wherever it stays. So this is very useful. I found that a lot of devices were not adding this. They were using the power cable doubling, you know, function of that as data cable. Data and power were placed together in one cable. I wouldn't quite advise that, but if it works for them, good and fine. I like it separated like this. Once again, Ulefone manufacturers are intentional, and I appreciate this. Right, so going further, guys, you see that there is still another bit here, a USB, a flash or thumb drive, whatever you call it, right here. So this, I believe, is supposed to fit into this and fit into, okay, this is wrong. Okay, this can fit into this, okay. This can fit into this. This would not fit for some very weird reason. All right, finally it does fit. There you go. Fits into this, and this can fit into something else if you're working with, you know, a non-USB sort of cable, right, at this end. So this is fantastic if you ask me. I think it's very good. I feel like every user should look forward to, you know, enjoying such designs. So guys, these are the cables that it comes with. And then let's talk about the device itself. Let's clear the surface, move this aside, and see what Ulefone has got for us. Ulefone Power Armor 13. All right, so this is the pack right here. The pack is quite a huge one. It does have some weight as well. I like this very much. It's very protective. It looks very firm. I feel like the Ulefone designers have put a lot into this device. I don't know if it's their best yet, right? But this is a very amazing product from the Ulefone company and manufacturers. All right, so guys, let's go into talking about the main phone itself. Right, so the very first thing we see with the main phone is we see that it's got a covering right here. It's protected by a cellophane material right here, and where we find every single or most of the features listed right here, which is fantastic. I feel like these are the selling points of this device right here. There's one thing I feel like people should be careful about is I know this phone is waterproof. Yes, it's waterproof. But now, the manufacturers have carefully stated here that if you want to make a waterproof test, please tightly plug the stoppers of the earphone jack and charging port to make sure the card slot is well, and make sure the card slot is well inserted. So what they're saying here is make sure you close this, and you close this and this before you try your your waterproof tests because these are all portals for entry of water that could destroy the phone. So every phone, no phone likes water, but there's a way to protect the phone in order to make it waterproof. So it's waterproof by design if you follow these instructions right here. So this is very important. Thank you for listening and observing this caution. Thank you very much. Right here. So you can see right here that this does have a card slot here, a SIM card slot here, and an SD card slot right here. Right. So this is quite good. Right here, it's impressive because it does have a 2 SIM card slot here, a dual SIM card slot, one here and one here, SIM 1 and SIM 2 right here, and the SD card does come inside here as well. Fantastic if you ask me. Right now, let's slide out the Ulefone Power Armor 13. Oh my goodness, you should weigh this yourself. This weighs like a brick. Trust me, like a building block. This is This is not a phone for anybody who just wants a mere phone. This is for one who has been working out and who's got arms and muscles to lift, while they're making the phone call. And I can imagine doing a hello with this, and and I feel like it's after like 2 minutes or 10 minutes of making a call, you feel like, oh, I've been working out. I've been working out. Right, so you don't want to feel that way, right? To avoid that, make sure that you are comfortable with the weight of this phone before you go ahead purchasing it, because I think that it's a very big factor as well. It's a good thing because it's built with so much material to make it like withstand pressure, but at the same time, it's added to the weight of the phone, which I feel like is a plus and a minus at the same time. More of a minus if you ask me. I don't think anybody wants to carry a phone this heavy. I don't know so. I mean, if you want to carry a phone this heavy, then you must be going to a construction site where you really, really need the protection of the phone, the safety of the phone over, you choose that over the weight and the inconvenience of the phone. So I would say that is one thing you must consider while you're using or while you go for the Ulefone Power Armor 13. Okay, guys, so looking at the back here, you can see it's very hard, it's thick. I can't imagine what can crush this, honestly. You have to be very intentional to crush this. Let's say, I don't know if they've had any crush tests for the Ulefone, but this would require a crush test to certify it as hard enough. Alright, so to tell you what the size of this phone is like, because the camera is not really doing justice to the phone, it makes it look smaller because of the angle of the camera. But let me tell you exactly how big the phone is. This is my palm, and that's the phone. Perhaps you don't understand. I've got a wide palm, by the way. But yeah, let's use another phone that tells you how big this phone is. It completely swallows this phone. If you can observe right here to show you what I mean. This is what I mean. This is way bigger than this. And it's not just about the size. It's also about the weight. This weighs something like this weighs almost, I would say, 7 times what this weighs. More than 7 times, I must confess, because this is very heavy. Like you can't imagine how heavy this is. So that is a major consideration buying this phone. The weight is a very, very big thing to think about when you're buying the phone. So guys, let's go on with the review of this phone. You can see right here the cameras are right here, the ready cameras are right here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this camera quality is all about in reality. The front camera as well, we get to look at all this in this video, right? Because that's something that people look for in most phones, the camera quality. That's like the one reason why most people buy phones, right? Generally speaking, to be honest. So let's go in and see what this is all about. So don't forget, guys, before you do a water test or waterproof test with this phone, make sure that you have zipped closed these areas here, which can allow water go in. All these areas have to be completely closed and safe enough to immerse in water. So, but this phone is stated to be waterproof, and I believe it because I've done a review before of other waterproof Ulefone here on this channel. So guys, let's go and see what's inside the phone. Let's rip off this outer covering right here. Rip off, going off, and out. There we go. Looking all fresh. The Ulefone Power Armor 13. Right, so Now it's time to turn this phone on. Like we always do, guys, we count in seconds and see how long this takes to turn on. Okay, so we're gonna hold this button right here and hold it down and count. Let's see, for a few seconds and release. So I'm hoping that's the power button, but if it's not the power button, I'm guessing it's gonna be this button right here. So this should be the power button right here. So I'm gonna hold it down for a second. Hold this down for 3 seconds, and it vibrates slightly, and it tells me Ulefone powered by Android. Expected. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds, approximately 13 seconds to turn on from switch off mode. The very first time it's being turned on, I believe. So this is quite good, I would say, but it doesn't really matter, guys. Honestly, some phones take a longer time because they've got more sort of pre-installations to be done, pre-this and pre-that before it goes on eventually. So I think I understand, but this is a good sign for this phone so far. So we start here at start. Connect. I'm gonna say skip. Connect to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna link to my Wi-Fi right away and let's see what this is all about. Okay, now link to my Wi-Fi. Let's see. Connect. And it's connected to my Wi-Fi. Fantastic. That's how you connect to the Wi-Fi, guys. So, I mean, you mustn't do this at the start of your phone. I mean, when you start using your phone, you can do this later. So I'm just doing this because we need to see some features that might require the Wi-Fi to be up and running. That's why I'm doing this. So this is taking a few minutes to get ready. It says copy apps and data. It says you can choose to transfer your apps, photos, contacts, Google accounts, and more here. Right, this is a very good service for people who don't want to go through the hassle of transferring data from the previous phone to a new one. So I would say this is a very good way to go. But in this video, we'll be skipping this phase and say don't copy. Don't copy. Don't. Right, next stage, next phase. Let's see what this is all about. It says here, log into my Gmail account. Alright guys, I mean, you should do this yourself, but I won't do this in this video. I'm going to skip this stage because I feel like, you know what to do. Make sure you have a Gmail account to be able to log in. If you don't have a Gmail account, make sure you sign up. You can create an account right here. It says create account. There you go. It says create account. Alright, so just hope you can see that, right? I think it's quite reflective, and I hope you can see this, but if you can't, just let me know. Right, so it says create account. So just go ahead and create your account, and then that should be fine. Alright, so let's skip this phase and skip again. We'll keep going and keep skipping and keep going and skipping and going and skipping and skipping and skipping. And here we will say we have read all these Google services agreements. Right here, we'll say accept them. We will accept them. Guys, honestly, this is like I'm rushing through this video because I don't want it to be too long, but make sure you read and accept the agreement because you can't proceed without accepting the agreement. So I'm going to say yes. So it does have, you're able to lock your phone with security code here, but I'm not doing that in this video. I'm going to say skip. I'm going to say skip. All right, so here we go. This is the Ulefone. This is the screen it logs into. There is something I don't like with the Ulefone, I must say, in this video right here, which is one thing that has barely improved from all the Ulephones I've been reviewing so far. Now, these phones are fantastic phones, right? They do work. They are slick to use and all that, but the nature of the phones is such that they are made so thick and so strong that sometimes when you touch the screens don't feel alive. They feel like you're touching a chalkboard. It doesn't feel alive. It doesn't feel so should I say dynamic or sort of let me say alive. That's the word that really comes to my mind, describing the screen. When you touch a screen, it should respond to every touch that you make. But this one, sometimes they feel like punch screens. You have to hit so hard to get things moving. I'm not saying this is letting me hit so hard, but when I touch the screen, right, there you go. That was a touch. And nothing happened. Okay? Perhaps it should be done this way. Let's see. Okay. It does respond, but it doesn't give me that sort of smooth feel that I get with Samsung devices, to be honest. I mean, Speaking of Samsung devices, I'm not a fan of Samsung devices. I've got one, but I'm just saying that it's not like the end all be all. But this is something that the Ulefone needs to improve upon. The sort of the smooth gliding of the screen, the way it feels when you scroll through that way and this way. It feels so thick and so hard. I think the reason is because it does have a sort of protective screen before the main screen comes in, which I get the point. It's just for the phone's safety and protection and, you know, to be able to withstand pressure. At the same time, it just takes away that life from the screen, to be honest. I don't like it, but who am I to say that? You may like it. Give it a try if you're thinking about it. Give it a try and tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Alright, so let's go on, guys. You can see that it's got a number of apps here displayed on this screen, but you can see more apps by going this way, sliding this way. Most phones allow you to slide this way, but this one says this way. Okay, so respect the language, or respect the instruction. It says this way. Alright, so there we go. It does come with a number of apps here, which most phones do have. It's not surprising. So I would say here, make sure you do justice to the phone. Sign into your Google account to be able to access your Google apps right here through the Google App Store, which is exactly seen right here. Somewhere here, there should be Google Apps here. The Play Store is right here, as you can see. It needs that I sign in here, but I'm not going to sign in this video. I'm going to say go away. Okay, go away. Okay, so we can see that here there are apps here. There's YouTube, there's Gmail, there's Google Play, there's photos and all that. And you can't use any of these obviously because you need to have a Gmail account signed in with the phone. And so if you go further, guys, you can see right here that is your this is your call button right here, where you see your contacts and your call list. You can call, receive calls, your contact. But let's leave all this. You can go right here to your messages. If you want to message someone, you can go here to your Chrome browser. If you want to connect to your Chrome, you can see right here. You can say Chrome browser, accept and continue. Right. You can say all that just as you know, right? You can do all that with the phone. And you would expect to see some apps on the phone, right? Some games on the phone. This phone has not come with so many apps, to be honest, and I think I respect that. I feel like you should be able to add your apps on by yourself, so it gives you that chance. So so whether or not you have apps on the phone, it doesn't really matter because you are able to download apps by yourself. It does have a RAM of 8 gigs and a memory of 256 gigs, which I think is enough for most people. With regard to, downloading stuff and using stuff. So you shouldn't have a problem with that, okay? So that is that about the phone. Now let's talk about the camera of the phone, right? Now when the phone blanks out this way, right, you probably should know by now that most phones allow you to touch double tap and it comes on, right? Double tap, triple tap. Okay, now it's not coming on completely. So I think you have to turn the phone back on by clicking once on this button right here. And it comes on and you can swipe up to reveal the apps again. Right, so most phones work this way. So I'm showing you this because I know you know them already for most people who are watching the video, but I'm just showing you just to make sure that you have a real feel of the phone watching this video. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this for ya. Alright, so looking right here, you can see that there's a camera right here and we're dying to see the quality of this camera. So let's go in and see what this camera is all about. Why is the camera app? I don't allow. Okay, so here is the camera app. This is my hand in the camera. My hand looks unlike me in reality. I don't know why, but this is what I find with Ulefone most times. Ulefone tell you that 48 megapixels, 90 megapixels, and all that. And you expect something that's very amazing and wonderful. I don't still understand what's happening with Ulefone. The camera quality is barely impressive, and even if we change the filters, let's see fade, let's see all the filters. See all the filters here, they are good filters here, but I would say I expect more for a 48 megapixels, or perhaps it's because my lighting is not good enough here. But I would say the camera is an okay camera. It's just above, a little bit above average, to be honest. I think Ulefone should do some more work on their cameras. If you ask me, I feel that they have a lot to do on the cameras. Yes, so that's my opinion on regarding this camera. And there are different modes here for the camera. You can select them. There's video, there's night mode, there's all this here, which I believe you would have a good time exploring yourself. So do explore these and tell me what you think in the comment section. But in my opinion, it's not as amazing as expected. It's below my expectation, because it's 48 megapixels. I expect something that's more mind-blowing, you know, to be honest, but I don't still see that here. I don't see that here. And I believe you know what I mean. I've used a lot of cameras and I can tell you this is not amazing at all. This is just there. I would say just a little bit above average. Okay, so and I wouldn't go further to the front camera, because it'll be the same thing if you ask me. It will be nothing too impressive. If the back camera is this way. For you, I want to ask you who are watching to go and use the front camera and let me know what it's all about. But yes, I don't think it's gonna be amazing. All right, so let's exit all this, guys. And so, as you can see right here, these are the apps it comes with, and you can actually download more apps if you choose to. It's got the FM radio, which I believe should work only with your headphones or your corded earpiece. But let's see what happens here. This is turned on. Allow this.
Your heating and cooling experts encourages you to live.
Amazing, guys. This is working without headphones. Most phones will tell you that you need to be connected to your headphones to be able to use the FM radio thing. But this FM radio is working without headphones, which is fantastic. So this is one good plus, or one good thing about this device here. And I must say that this device does score very high on our scale. I think that this is a very good device here. It does do what it says, but I feel like people who use this phone is built for some kind of people, right? It's not built for everybody. And so just in case it's not for you, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. It does weigh a lot, which does select the user, does select the user. But on the flip side, it does have other features that are able to help you be more comfortable using the phone. It's got all the functions of the phone. You can download even more. It's got memory capacity. That can take you with a lot of apps. Take you through a lot of apps. It does have a good RAM, 8 gigs. Not so great, but it's okay. It works. It works. So you're able to expand the memory by inserting a memory card right here, an SD card right here, and your SIM cards here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of using 2 SIM cards in one phone, but if you're such a person, I would say this is going to be a good phone for you to explore. All right, so this is going to be a good one for you if you're used to using using 2 SIM cards. This does have a dual SIM card slot right here. So guys, that is what this phone is all about here. Go and explore, guys. This phone has got a Bluetooth connection, the Wi-Fi connection. Obviously, I did connect my Wi-Fi right here. It does have other, controls here and settings. You can actually add brightening, increase brightening. You can change here, night light here. Do all that. You can change the wallpaper right here to what you want to see. You can choose here to different wallpapers right here. You see right here, it does have various wallpapers to choose right here. So I'm not doing that in this video, but go ahead, guys, and explore the phone. It does have a lot of functions, guys, but to keep this video very simple, I would say go and explore the phone, but it does have other functions that could amaze you as a user. This is the phone here. I'm showing you all this, guys, so you can know that so you know when you have bought the fake one, because there are many fakes out there, I believe. All right, guys, it's been fun hanging out with you. Thank you for following me through this video, watching carefully, and I would say I shall see you in my next video. Hope you're bubbling. I hope the video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, it's a wrap. Bye for now. Cheers.